Hey guys, welcome back to another tier list video. This one is going to be episode 3 sets here, and this is the most recent one I could find. I did have to add this battle pack manually. The MTT and Turbo Tank, I was originally under the impression were episode 3 sets, but from this year, I should say. But apparently they're Clone Wars sets. Um, I don't know, just the way it is. I thought they were based on the Order 66 scenes, but when I did my Clone Wars tier list, those were on those, so that's why those aren't on here. But yeah, we'll just get right into it. Remember, follow the Instagram down in the link below and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be shouting both of those out for most of my videos, at least for the next couple weeks here, because I do want to get that Instagram going. First off, the V-Wing here, I mean, it's whatever. I think I'll start this like here. I just don't really have much to say about it. Um, the ATRT here has a cool figure, but other than that, nothing too special about it. Vader's transformation, again, nothing super special about it. It's a Vader and a little robot. This droid Tri-Fighter is pretty nice, but it's a bit old, and I believe there is another one on here. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they're all Clone Wars. So yeah, there's another one on here that will probably be higher than this one, but we can start that in B. This Grievous's wheel bike, it's the only one we've gotten the reptile thing. I'm blanking on the name of it right now, but it's the only time we've ever gotten that, even though we got the set again. So it's very unique in that part, and I believe this is the Grievous that has the cape in it, so it's the only one he's ever had the cape with. The Anakin Starfighter with Vulture Droid it's pretty cool that we got both those builds in one set, so I think it will go there. But there are other Anakin Starfighters on here that I do believe are better than that. This is one of the worst builds we've ever gotten. The only saving grace this thing has is two light up figures. If the light up figures weren't there, this would be terrible. I remember thinking this was cool growing up, but like as I got older, it just completely fell off for me. I mean, light up sabers might bring it up to like D tier, but like the build itself is not good at all. The Wookiee catamaran here, I think. No, this is the catamaran. What's this one called? I don't remember what this is called, but you get the tank droid, you get the little Wookiee glider thing, and yeah, it's pretty cool overall. Probably just above the Tri-Fighter. Original Arc 170. This one is pretty cool. I don't think it's quite as good as the 2010 one, but it can go like top of B here. This is the Wookiee catamaran. This is a set that we need remade. This thing is really cool. You get light up Luminara in it, and just a really great set that I think they should remake. Now this turbo tank here, I don't know which one is light up, which one isn't light up, so I'm just gonna throw them both in S tier because that's just the way it is. I think this set is great. I think it's the second best turbo tank we've ever gotten, but obviously it does show its age as it is 20 years old, I should say. Ultimate Space Battle, another S tier set. If I remember right, I remember, I never owned this thing. I believe it's a $50 set. You got two interceptors, the Tri-Fighter, and then like two Vulture droids, and then the Buzz droids and all that. All that for $50 would just be like unheard of today. So it's a crazy good set for the time. The droid battle pack here is whatever. It's like the only one we've ever gotten for regular battle droids, I believe. So it's unique in that aspect, but other than that, it's more of a nostalgia set than anything. If this released today, I wouldn't be viewed that highly. This clone battle pack, though, on the other hand, I do really like it. It is one of the better battle packs I've ever made. It's the first battle pack they've ever made, and it's still, you swap those helmets out for more modern helmets, this set would pass today. It's a great set. This Grievous Starfighter is whatever. We have the newest one here that will probably go higher than this one, but this one is more of a nostalgia pick for me. If I was being objective, it would maybe be a little lower, but I think it's a decent set, and you do get Grievous in it, which you can't say for that many sets. This Jedi Starfighter with Hyperdrive is really cool. I wish they would remake it. This is one that they've done like two models of this, I believe, this and then the red one, and I've never owned either. So really hoping they make another one, but it's been 8 years, I think, since they made the last one and haven't done another one, but this is one really want to see a remake of. Maybe if I was able to get it in person, I'd view it even higher because I know a lot of people do really like it. The AT-AP here, this one, I believe only has 2 legs, so it's just completely inaccurate in that way. And it also doesn't look nearly as good as the newer ones, but it's still okay. I think it's better than those two. The Imperial V-Wing here, this one I do actually own. I believe I do own this one, but it's in a bucket in pieces. I've found the instructions in my collection, but I don't know where the parts are for it. The Imperial V-Wing is pretty cool. I think it's better than the other one, but not by much. This Arc 170 is definitely the best one they've ever done. I think it is. Do I think it's better than the Wookiee Catamaran? Yeah, I do, probably. But it's just a really cool ship, and oh, not much to say about it. This was a set I always really wanted until they released the new one. It's not like there's some builds where it's like the newer one is a big enough downsize that I really want the old one, and this one isn't one of them. The new one is like solid enough for me, but this is one that it's definitely the best one they've ever made of the Arc 170, and I think it's a great set. The Swamp Speeder here is pretty cool. I think it's the last time we got the open holes clone helmet, so I'll throw it in B tier. If I remember right, this was very overpriced for the time. I want to say it was like $30 for like 200 pieces or something, which, especially going back to like 2009, 2010, whenever this was released, was crazy overpriced for the time. Palpatine shuttle here. It's the only time I've ever gotten this, and I think it's pretty cool. I've seen pictures of it though, and it definitely does show its age, but I think it's just below that interceptor. This interceptor, though, on the other hand, has a amazing figure lineup, has a pretty nice build. You get the little side builds, and it's just a great set. And it's the only time we've ever gotten the green interceptor with the Mustafar scene, which I think this set, just especially for the figure selection, is amazing. Palpatine's Arrest is one of my favorite sets ever. I do think it is better than the Turbo Tank. I just think it's so cool that they made this. They've never done it again. Hopefully they'll do a diorama or something, but who knows? And again, figures are amazing, and it's just a really great looking model. Have it upstairs on my shelf and love that thing. These battle packs are definitely, I'd say they're better than the 2007 one, but that just happens over time. I think they're pretty equal, so I'll throw them both like middle of A tier there. I think they both have their positives, where it's like you have the two regular clones in their respective colors, and then the scout troopers and the airborne troopers. So I do like the airborne troopers a little better, and the regular clones here for Kashyyyk aren't technically canon. I believe they're just made up by Lego. I don't think they're even EU, but the scout troopers are amazing figures. The Battle of Seleucami here is like a $20 droid battle pack, essentially, which is pretty cool. You also get the Commander Neo, I think is his name. I hope I'm getting that right. I think it's like just below this battle pack here. This is some Anakin's Interceptor, I believe, from 2014. It's a pretty good set. I mean, I'll put it like just above. No, I'll put it just below the old one because it's not. Uh, the newest one I think is better than this one, but you get the Vulture Droid in the old one, so that puts above it. This V-Wing I'm just gonna put right along with this one and move on because they look super similar, but I do prefer the black. This Grievous Wheel Bike is not quite as good as the old one. I think I'm gonna put it bottom of A. This one I do own, but it doesn't come with the lizard. But I think the wheel bike is better, the figures are better, but you just don't get the lizard. This Vulture Droid is pretty cool. You get a little you get like a soldier guy in there. I forget. It's the same species as a Newt Gunray. I forget what the name of it is, but it's pretty cool, and I think it is probably just below the Interceptors. This droid gunship is it's nice. It's probably the best one they've ever done. Maybe the 2019 one's better, but I think it's like just above the Wookiee glider there with the Corporate Alliance tank droid. This ATAP, I do own this one. I do not own the 2019 one. They're just so similar. had no reason to rebuy it, but I'll put it like here. It's a pretty nice set. This droid Tri-Fighter is definitely better than the old one. I believe you get Palpatine in this one, which is pretty cool, and I'll put it there. This Obi-Wan's Interceptor, probably just better than the Anakin's one. I prefer red over yellow, but they're all Interceptors. They're all good. This homing spider droid, it's okay. I'll put it here. Like, the droid vehicles, like, we get so many. I shouldn't say we get so many of them, but we get the same ones over and over. Like, we don't get very much unique stuff. It's like, we get the homing spider droid, we get the droid gunship, we get the Tri-Fighter, and we get the Vulture droid. And the MTT, of course, but none of those are on this list. We just always get a lot of the same ones, so feels like repeating myself with that. But this turbo tank is definitely worse than the 2005 one, but not by much. I don't think it's quite S tier, but it's a solid set, and just nothing too much to say about it. It's good. It's a turbo tank. I would say it's hard to do a bad one, but we saw the one this year. The better Darth Vader's transformation, where did I rank the other one? D tier. This one's probably like middle of B tier, I think. I'll throw it like there. This droid gunship, I've never owned either of these. I'm just going to throw it right above the 2014 one and move on because they look pretty similar, but I assume the newer one is better. Same thing with this AT-AP. I've never owned the newer one, but I'm going to assume the new one's better. Buildable Yoda. Now, this thing, I had the opportunity to buy it because it was still on shelves when I was getting back into collecting, and I chose not to. So I don't think it's that great. Like, the non-droid buildable figures just aren't too special for me. But if you like it, you like it. I'll throw it in C tier. This ATRT 20th anniversary one, I believe this is one that comes with the anniversary Vader, is pretty cool. I believe they're like $20. You get the Kashyyyk Trooper, you get the Wookiee, you get the ATRT, you get the Spider Droid, and you get the Vader, which is a lot for that value. So it's a pretty good set. This dual on Mustafar is much smaller than the old one, but definitely better. I'll throw it like bottom of B tier. You get some cool figures with it, and the build is pretty nice, but it is a lightsaber dual set, so nothing too crazy. This Anakin's Interceptor, I'm just pretty much just doing the previous ranking system I was doing, where it's like, if it's newer, it's probably better. This Grievous Starfighter is really nice. I have this thing just over there behind me. It's a really nice set, but it was at the time just so overpriced. I remember that being an issue with it. I'll probably throw it like here. I think I'd rather have everything above it, but it's a really nice set, and once it went on sale, was a instant cop for me. You also get the Airborne Trooper from a very similar one to the one from this battle pack in the Grievous Starfighter, which, as far as I know, is the last time we got physical clone wastegapes, which that was 5 years ago now. Feels pretty bad. This ATTE is probably, if I'm being objective, it's probably the best set on this list. I think these two are pretty equal in my mind, and maybe just below Palpatine's Arrest. I don't know. I think it's more accurate and all that. Like, I think it's the most accurate ATTE we've ever gotten. Probably the most accurate they can possibly do without making a bunch of new pieces. You get Cody, but the other one, you get a bunch of unique Jedi, you get Palpatine, all that. It's the only time we've ever gotten it. We've gotten other ATTs. I don't know. I think this is like 1A, 1B here. I'm pretty definitively putting these two over the turbo tank, but I think these are just so close to me that I'm going to leave it with, like, my personal bias is a little higher than that one. But if you prefer the ATTE, I wouldn't call you crazy. But I do think they're both quite a bit better than both of those. The newest ARC 170 here is kind of meh. I'll put it like top of B, I think. I think it's better than the oldest one, but nowhere near the 2010 one. And lastly, this battle pack here, it's just so overpriced, man. Like, it has some good figures. If it was $30, it would probably be like bottom of 8. Like, if it was $30, it would probably be like here, but it's 45. So if it goes on sale, probably like lower quarter of A tier, but it's not. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Glad I got to keep it around 15 minutes, so should be a quick one. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe and follow the Instagram in the description below, and have a great day. Bye.